So what I'm going to do now is give you a little bit of a demonstration around how to take a telnet-based environment and convert it into a voice-enabled environment. So on my screen here, what you'll see is I have this little mock-up demo server. It imitates a telnet client. It has a mocked up picking application built into it. It's a great tool for building interfaces, practicing some of the functionality that you can build into a voice-enabled environment. So now I'm going to start up my Wavelink telnet client.
Speech is available.
As you can see, when it starts up, it indicates that speech is available, meaning that the SpeakEasy agent or add-on application has been installed on this system. So this is the way that it would function on a handheld device as well. So again, there's no servers introduced into the mix, just the customer's application or your application, and then the telnet client that resides on the mobile device. So what you'll see is I have two host configurations. I have one that's called Clean Demo Environment, which I'm going to show you first, and then the SpeakEasy demo with it voice enabled. So I'm going to start here. As you can see, there's a little dummy logon, so I'll just key in anything along with password, and now I have a main menu. And in this main menu, full disclosure, the only thing in this that will run is the outbound pick. So if I select 1 or 2 or 5 or 4, it doesn't work. If I select 1, you'll see that it brings me into a pick, and of course, it's a fictitious system, so it's not going to it's not going to function like a full WMS picking application, but it's more to give you an idea of the things that you can do. So in this case, it's looking for a scan of a barcode for the task number. So this could be your order number that you're picking. So I'll scan just anything that I have, and it just advances me through the process. So now it's telling me to go to the location M58-15-F10. So I have created some productivity barcodes just for this process. So I'll scan that location when I get there, and then I key in my quantity. So the same applies with the next location. If I scan the wrong location, this little system is smart enough to know that I've scanned the wrong location. So now it'll tell me to try again. So I'll scan the correct location here, and then the system will ask me again to key in the quantity. It says that I need to scan, or that I have to pick 67 items. If I put in 68, this little demo is smart enough to know that I can't go to 68, that there's only 67. If I kick in a lower value like 64, it knows that I'm overriding the pick quantity. Maybe there aren't enough to fulfill the order, and so I'm doing a short pick. So I say yes for the override, and then it brings me to the next location, and so on and so on. So I just go through all these transactions. It basically runs until well, what does it? I think the system is going to direct me through a series of picks. And then after I complete them, it asks me to scan a printer number. Then it asks me to scan a location where I'm dropping this product. And then it brings me back to this task number again. And we just go over and over again. So that's the gist of the process in traditional picking. So what we would do would be to take the screens that we've collected through this process. And that means error screens like this one. Basically we collect every single screen. The way we do that is by taking a mobile device and logging onto the system and turning on what's called screen capture on the mobile device and having the user go through his normal picking process, and we verify that he makes mistakes. So put in too many, put in not enough, Let's get every potential screen that a user could see, menu screens, error screens, help screens, anything that a user could potentially run into, because we're going to take those screens and we're going to voice enable them. So once we've collected those screens, we import them into this this desktop version of the Telnet client, and we use what's called a screen reformatter. So a little bit of an understanding around screen reformatting. Screen reformatting was created in order to give a user or a company the ability to slim down what information was on a mobile device where the application was designed to run on a full desktop, for instance. So if you just wanted to add mobile devices to your back end, and you didn't want someone to design Telnet screens specifically for your devices, you could use screen reformatting in order to change things. So here's what the screen looks like originally, and this is what the screen's going to look like. We identify them by things that are unique on the screen, like for instance this word login is only here on this particular screen and the cursor in this position. So we can basically identify each screen uniquely and be able to perform certain functions. So what we are doing with SpeakEasy is using screen reformatting as a way to not just change the way that a screen looks. We might not change them at all, but this gives us the ability to be able to voice enable those screens. So in the case of, for instance, a location, I'm going to, instead of just sharing this information on the screen, I'm going to scrape this information off the screen and voice enable it so that the user is told to go to a particular location, and I can massage the information to make it more user friendly by saying go to, for instance, zone M58, aisle 15, bin F10, for instance. So there's all kinds of different ways to do it, but that gives you an idea of how we voice enable this application. So I'm going to get out of here, and I'm going to log out of our Telnet, and then I'm going to show you the voice enabled version of the same application. So it's the same application in the background.
Welcome to the Wavelink SpeakEasy demo. Say begin to start.
Begin.
Main menu, outbound pick to start picking.
Go to sleep.
Mic off.
So we built some command and control functionality into the system in order to be able to mute the microphone, as an example. As you can see, the user didn't have to log on. What we did is we created a script to override that process and bring the user to the main menu for this demo. Probably not a good real-life scenario, but for this demo it makes sense. Wake up.
Mic on.
Outbound pick.
Scan task number. Please scan location. Alpha 24435 Bravo 22.
So I could take this information, go to sleep.
Mic off.
I could take this information, I could massage it a little differently and tell them zone, bin, and aisle. For this particular demo, we didn't do that, but you get the idea. Wake up.
Mic on.
I'm there.
Confirm pick quantity. Say 67 ready.
67 ready.
Please scan location. Michael 5815 Foxtrot 10.
I'm there.
Confirm pick quantity. Say 1 ready.
1 ready.
Please scan location. Bravo 44865 Golf 21.
Help me.
Scan the location or say, aisle, bay, level, continue. I'm there or at the location.
Aisle.
Bravo 44.
Bay.
865.
Level.
Golf 21.
I'm there.
Confirm pick quantity. Say 22 ready.
Short pick. Oh yeah, that's a different demo. 21. 21 ready.
Do you want to override the pick quantity?
Yes.
Please scan location. Charlie 5965 Echo 13.
I'm there.
Confirm pick quantity. Say 1 ready.
1 ready.
Select printer. Choose printer 1 to printer 5.
Printer 1.
Scan stage location or say keyword back to hold task. Scan task number.
And that's how it works.